Let's be honest, going global is tough, right? I mean, how do you actually build real trust when you're thousands of miles away? Well, today we're going to unpack a super powerful tool that's designed to do exactly that, the trade delegation. And trust me, this is way more than just a business trip. We're talking about a serious, high-stakes, strategic play.
So, every single business that even thinks about expanding internationally, they all run into the exact same wall. And really, it all just boils down to one simple question.
And this really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, you're in a brand new market, you're so far from home. How do you get past all those polite handshakes and actually build the kind of deep trust that gets the contract signed?
Yeah, and that right there is the core problem. Because let's face it, an inbox overflowing with introductions, that builds exactly zero trust. What serious international buyers and investors really want are verified face-to-face connections. They're looking for real distributors, properly vetted partners, not just some random names pulled from a database.
Okay, so let's make this a lot more real. We're going to zoom in on one of South Asia's most dynamic economies to see exactly how this plays out on the ground. Let's talk about Bangladesh.
First off, just look at the sheer scale here. We're talking about almost 174 million people. That means Bangladesh has this absolutely massive domestic market. And that alone is a huge, huge draw for any company that's looking to sell their stuff abroad. But hold on, it's not just about the number of people. The economy itself is enormous. We're talking a GDP of over $470 billion. A number like that tells you this is a really powerful, active market that is just hungry for both investment and trade.
And look, this is not a one-way street. Not at all. Bangladesh is a major global producer in its own right, exporting more than $47 billion worth of goods. That right there shows you it's already a key player in global supply chains, with so much potential to grow even bigger. Okay, so you see this massive opportunity. The question is, how do you actually tap into it? You can't just book a flight, show up, and hope for the best, right? No way. You absolutely need a structured, strategic plan.
And this is that plan. A professionally managed trade delegation. Look, it's not a tour group. It's a precisely engineered platform. It's designed for one single reason: to turn a simple visit into real, measurable business.
So let's be super clear about the difference here. On one hand, you've got your typical symbolic visit. You know the drill. A few ceremonial meetings, you come home with a stack of business cards that just gather dust. But on the other hand, you have a strategic delegation. Now this is a whole different ballgame. We're talking curated, one-on-one meetings with partners who've actually been verified, and it's all built around hitting specific, measurable business goals.
And you know what's cool? This works both ways. You've got outbound delegations, which help Bangladeshi companies find new markets abroad, and then you have inbound delegations, which give foreign businesses this super efficient, guided way to connect with Bangladesh's manufacturing power. It really is a two-way street for global growth.
Okay, so what does it actually take to make one of these missions a success? I mean, how are they built from the ground up to actually work? Well, the process is incredibly detailed.
It really breaks down into 4 critical phases. It all starts with strategy and research. Got to do your homework. Then comes what I think is the real magic, targeted matchmaking. This is where they make sure you're meeting the right people. Phase 3 is all about flawless execution when you're actually on the ground. But, and this is so important, the work doesn't stop when you get back on the plane. The final phase is dedicated to structured follow-up, which is how you turn those great conversations into actual signed contracts.
So you might be wondering, after all that work, what does this intensive 4-phase process actually get you? What's the real ROI for your business?
Well, the benefits are both powerful and immediate. First, you get incredibly targeted market access. Your credibility, it gets an instant boost. Think about it. This saves you months, maybe even years, of legwork. It helps you make smarter decisions, it seriously reduces your risk, and you get that hands-on support you need to, actually close the deal.
And look, this isn't just theory. Check this out. We heard from a Canadian CEO who went on a delegation to Bangladesh. He was raving about the strategic insight and the hands-on support, saying they were absolutely critical to his success. He even called the organizers a reliable partner for sustainable growth. Now that is the kind of impact we're talking about.
Okay, let's bring this all home. I want to leave you with one final, and I think crucial, shift in how we think about doing business internationally. Here it is. This is the main takeaway. A trade delegation isn't a trip. It's not just a logistical problem to solve. You have to see it for what it is, a strategic business growth mechanism.
It's a precision tool engineered for one purpose: to speed up your international growth and slash the huge risks that come with entering a new market.
So I'll just leave you with this thought. Whether you're thinking about exporting, importing, or investing, now you know there's a powerful tool out there to make that journey way more direct and a lot more successful. So the only question left for you is, what's your first step going to be?